Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as trader flags 100,000 Bitcoin price action as a magnet. Also, breaking news: the university professor on state of Wisconsin investment board is buying 160 million worth of the Bitcoin ETF. She says, "I think it is just an entry point." Let's go. Also, Gary Gensler violates the mission of the SEC every day and has been the worst thing to ever happen to the SEC, according to Congressman Tom Emmer. Tell him. Also, Berkshire Hathaway crashed by 99.7%, and Warren Buffett's net worth went from over $100 billion to $1 billion today in a so-called glitch. Interesting. We'll also be discussing Qatar Central Bank launches its first phase of their CBDC, central bank digital currency, and Australia gets their first spot ETF that holds Bitcoin directly. We'll also be sharing MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor settle the tax case with the IRS for $40 million, as well as Roaring Kitty's GameStop gains soar $300 million with billionaire status nearby. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin post-halving. Run may reach between $130,000 and $150,000 by this particular date, according to veteran crypto trader Peter Brandt. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. What it do?
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome, crypto fam. Monday, June 3rd, another fabulous day in crypto. Shout out to everyone in that live chat. Greatly appreciate y'all, including all the mods. Darth Melda, we have Molly, we got K-Surge, we got Dankness, we have Devon, we have JC Ice Baby, and the rest of the fam. Greatly appreciate y'all. Steven, what it do? Welcome, Rizzo. Good to see you, Lock Sky. Diana Jones, welcome to the stream. Hi, fam. Relax for the next 4 hours with the Saylor Flow meditation. I got you, big dog. Shout out to Don George. Good to see you. Lots occurring in the markets today. Good to see Bitcoin back in the green. In fact, we tapped 70,000 this morning. We're still above 69,200 at the time of the live stream. Please do repost this if you're watching the stream on X. We are broadcasting on 5 communities right now, including X, Rumble, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. So welcome, family. Let's go. Let's get it. What's popping? What's good? Good to see you, JC Ice. Good to see Dr. Fauci get his arse handed to him by Congress today. What are your thoughts on that, family? Let me know. Hi from my estate in Bangkok. Shout out Jerry Reynolds. Good to see you, broski. Thailand in the building. Que pasa, Holmes? Good to see you, Kenny. What it do, bro? Shout out Rizzo. What up? What up? Dirty. What up? What up? VJ, what up, fam? Shout out to the Ali Rizza. The Bitcoin ETF combined now holds over 1 million Bitcoin. I know, yo. It's mind-boggling because that was back on January 11th. They launched. So January, February, March, April, May, June. Less than 5 months it took them to acquire over 5% of the circulating Bitcoin supply. Like, whoa. JV, let's go to the moon. Send it, Matthew. Let's get it. I'm ready for the moon. Who else is ready for the moon? Let me know, because that's precisely where we're heading.
Pump, 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 pump it up. Pump, 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 pump.
Yes, we're referring to the butcher of Novid, precisely, JC Ice. And shout out to that Congress lady, Miss Green, who has been very vocal. I've been reposting a lot of those tweets. So more power to them. I think he should be held accountable for crimes against humanity personally. Common sense, if you're to ask me. Yeah, so that's precisely what we're talking about. Bakersfield in the chat. How many platforms we streaming on today, JV? 5. Our biggest, YouTube, we have 73,000 subs. Then X, we have over 30,000 followers. And then Rumble, we got over 3,000 followers. And now we're also streaming on Kick and Twitch. If you guys can support me on Kick and Twitch, I'd appreciate it because I'm brand new to those communities. But I figure the more places we broadcast, the merrier. And then after the live is finished, we ultimately, what's the term? We syndicate on all the major podcasting platforms for the audio version, which is on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, everywhere you can hear podcasts. I know for a fact I can tell the future guest with this bull run, 1.4 million because of the demand watch. Word up, Matthew. Music to my ears. Please talk softly. The Doge is taking a nap. Hey, Nipsey is used to my energy here, so I don't think I could wake him. I could be as loud as I want. This morning, Germany, I thought, will start the Trump momentum for Bitcoin at 71,000, but it is still a Biden moment. 56 on X. Shout out to the 56 on X. I did nothing wrong, Fauci keeps saying. Sure. Tell it to the judge, Mr. Fauci. Where do you prefer we follow you at? My preference during this part of the stream, I would encourage you guys to go on YouTube, specifically to interact in the chat. So if you're already in the chat, you're already on YouTube because I can only show the comments from one particular community at a time. So right now we're on YouTube. When the YouTube stream ends, I encourage you guys to visit me on Rumble to interact in the chat. We switched the chat out from YouTube to Rumble. However, again, X is a great platform. In fact, our biggest live audience right now is on X. We get more people watching the live stream on X than on YouTube. So, I mean, that's why we're broadcasting everywhere we can. 75, bring it. Nipsonator. Fauci lied, people died. That has a good ring to it, and that's precisely accurate. More power to you. That's right, we're also on Rumble. What up, fam? Happy Monday, fun day. Scratching that. 70 G's. 70 G's are incoming. I mean, we already tapped it again this morning, family. But right now, we back 69.
60 G's, baby!
Orange panty night, broskies. What do you say?
It's red panty night when you sign to find me, yeah? Back at home with your wife. It's a celebration.
Tell them. Please smash the likes. I appreciate it. When will X take Doge already? That's a question for Elon. That's a great question for Elon. Mr. Doge boy. What up? Shout out McFoofinator. What's a poppin'? 70 G's around the corner. We already tapped it this morning. We back in the green, live and in the flesh. Shout out Hodl Michael. It has to hit 73,750 is the current all-time high. We smashed back in mid-March. We're not far from it. Roughly 3,000, 4,000 away. Over 1,300 views on X yesterday. Not too shabby. Thank you, Devon. Shout out to the X fam for holding it down. We appreciate all the support. Every day when I go live, right before I go live, I make 2 posts specifically on X. If you guys can repost those, it's going to get more eyeballs on the stream. We appreciate that. Shout out Bitcoin STU. What it do? And if you're watching the stream on YouTube, the greatest thing you can do is just smash the thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube algo. Much appreciated. 75 G's, baby. Nipsey to send the signal soon. He did give us an indicator yesterday during the uncensored version of the pod. How many of you were around for that? Let me know. To the moon, JB. Let's send it.
Well, well, well. You know what time it is.
What time is it? It's time for those sweet all-time highs. We're overdue, family.
Pump it up. Pump it up. Like, look.
Pump it up if you came and went long. When the dip came, you just aped like King Kong. Hello, Mr. Show Vacation. How dare you, Bitcoin Stew? Well, welcome back. Hopefully you had a good vacation there, broski. Let's trump it up.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got
Gotta trump it up. That's what we doing right now.
When the dip hit, you just ape like King Kong. More than 5 shots in your stack.
Then get it on. You need a semi-god candle to overcome the stablecoin period. Precisely 1 demigod candle, which would be 5,000 on the daily chart, would send us to price discovery, and we'd re-enter all-time highs. It's a coming. I feel June. This shall be the month. What do you guys say? I think we break past 75 G's. this month. My target between 85 and 90. Let me know if you guys agree with that. Thank you, brother, for your hard work. You're very welcome. LT, what it do? Right now, you can get 443 sats for $1. Not too shabby. Can't suppress the price forever. We're going to the moon. It's that time where no man has ever gone before. And with that being shared, welcome everyone just joining the live stream. If you guys can pump the likes, make sure to subscribe to the channel and repost this to spread the word. It's greatly appreciated. Today is pod episode number 1659. I'm your host, JV, and it's June 3rd, 2024. The markets are pumping. Bitcoin back in the green, up 1,700 on the day. We already recaptured 70,000. We're still above 69,300 at the time of the live stream. Let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. Bitcoin in the green, up 2%. Ether in the red, while the majority of the alts are also pumping and in the green. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, we're sitting at a 2.57 trillion market cap with 87 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance back on the rise at 53.2%, with the Ether dominance back on the decline at 17.7%. My question for the fam, how high do you think the Bitcoin Dom will likely climb for this particular cycle? Holla at your boy. And also shout out to CoinMarketCap. If you don't know, I am also featured as a content creator in the top community accounts. And if you guys can follow me over on CoinMarketCap, it's greatly appreciated. Now, checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we have Dog Go to the Moon coin. Interesting. Up 20% with almost $1 million market cap. I've never heard of this one. It must be brand new. Interesting. Dog to the Moon coin. Then we have Floki, up 16%, followed by Kaspa, up 14%. Below that, Athena, Dog with Hat, and Mina. It almost seems like you put a dog on a crypto as far as a name, and it's a top gainer. Crypto community loves dogs. I'm kind of shocked. Where's all the cat coins? I don't typically see top gainer cat coins, but we have frog coins like Pepe and plenty of dog coins, including Bonk, that have gone pretty bonkers in the alt market. But I digress. Which alts are you guys most bullish on for this particular bull? Holla. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the day. Whoa, safe to say 90% of the market in the green. Impressive gains overall. Zooming out on the monthly for a broader perspective, I'd say 75% in the green with some big gainers, again, including Dog up 200%. And he's wearing a Bitcoin hoodie, so maybe that's on the Bitcoin blockchain. Can someone clarify that one for me? Let me know. We have Ondo, Brett up 150%, Jasmine up 90%, Pepe up 66%, even XMR Monero up 24% on the month. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index today, same as yesterday, at 73 greed, last week at 74, and last month at 67 in greed. So there you have it, my crypto fam. What's good, Casey Butler? Shout out Mr. Bone Daddy, Squirrel Bait in the building. Bitcoin still under 1 milli. It's a sale. That's right. It's a celebration, stacking sat sub $1 million. You know what I mean? Hence Orange Panty Night. BTFD, says Devon, still below 70. Bitcoin still on sale. Amen to that. Darth Melda put BTFD by that friggin' dip. Amen. Trump needs to speak more on crypto and we'll hit 200,000 pretty much. Be prepared. I'm sure he'll be speaking plenty more about crypto during the election season. They say even in prison, he'll still be able to run if he gets imprisoned. And when it was brought up to him recently, he said, I don't mind going to jail. One thing I won't do is beg the judge to stay out of jail. He's like, if they're going to put me in jail, they're going to put me in jail. Nipsey coin, I am bullish, says Kenneth J. Some memes already wait for the Bitcoin on the moon. There you go. When Bitcoin hits 80,000-ish, will pop off for everything. Ian Pack, bring it. I'm so ready. And maybe we can go from 80 and flip a switch right to 100,000 the same week. What do you guys say? I love Doge and Sheeb on X, says Molly. Well, there you go. The Nipsey coins. We're going to refer to the dog coins as Nipsey coins. Biden 2024. Are you being for real, Alex? Or are you trolling? Why are you trolling like a, ain't you tired? Trying to stack a chord, and it's probably a minor. They not like us. FJB, that's more like it. Nipsey coin on the ultimate scarcity of 1. So Nipsey is just going to have 1 coin, but that 1 coin can be divided by 100 million, just like a Bitcoin. With Satoshis, that is. What up, fam? Chorizo in the building. Shout out Chorizo. Good to see you, bro. Let's go. Prison is dangerous with all those non-video bathrooms. And I just got word that CZ is officially in prison now. I believe this is day one. I saw earlier on X, so this is day one for CZ in his prison cell. I believe he's serving a 4-month sentence. We'll see how that plays out for the young man. Wu-Tang to that fool. Sue. You already know, family. Wu-Tang is for the children, just like Bitcoin. The biddies is for the children. You guys see in El Salvador, they're teaching the kids how to run a node. That's what they should be teaching in these public schools in America. But you know that's never going to happen. They rather teach your children about the LGBTQ, if you know what I mean. I think Bitcoin dominance will top out somewhere at the 56, 59% once it takes off. Then some will convert Bitcoin for the ish coins. Thanks for your prediction. 100 million Niptoshis, JV. That's right, Niptoshis. You got that right. Trump donations over 250 million. Wow, put him in jail and he'll get up to $1 billion. Pretty accurate, and that's mind-boggling. He's already received 250 million, $250 million in donations since his conviction for the 34 felonies. And he officially has more felonies than Al Capone. Let that one sink in. CZ is in jail. Well, my correction, I guess there's a difference between prison and jail. Did I say prison? I don't know. I just know he's locked up for his 4-month sentence. CZ is going to have a hell of a ramen noodles. Yeah, ramen noodles suck. JV, you think it's time for JV coin on BTC? No, I don't want the chairman of the SEC targeting me for having my own coin and trying to lock me in jail alongside Bankman-Fried. You feel me? Because that's what these mofos do. So no JV coins. At least if Nipsey has a coin, what are you going to go after Nip? Just saying. Shoo! Exactly. Bathwater website updated with the link. Word up, Bone Daddy. But just to be clear, CNA has nothing to do with the Bathwater coin. I have nothing to do with the Bathwater coin. Invest at your own risk. It has nothing to do with me. I don't promote or endorse anything except Bitcoin, and I want to make that very clear. The only coin that I feel good promoting is Bitcoin. No other coin. It don't matter what it is. Just FYI. But isn't that bad for crypto if he is in jail? Well, if you break the law, unfortunately, you got to go to jail. And he admitted to violating whatever it was during his trial, and so that's his punishment. Could be worse. Could be worse. 4 months, not the end of the world. If they would have gave him 4 years, 40 years, I'd be like, yo, that's not, you know what I mean? Jails are temporary and the prisons can be permanent. Word up. Appreciate the insights. There is no better alternative. If it's not Bitcoin, I am not buying, I don't know, Bitcoin or die. Buy Bitcoin or die, try and A. Nothing is bad for Bitcoin. Pretty much, Guido. Pretty much. 69.5. I think we're about to recapture 70,000. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Thanks for the disclaimer. I'd like to repeat that as well. I do not give investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not licensed for none of that. I'm just a regular guy with a Bitcoin hat that likes to preach the holy gospel of Satoshi and orange pill the masses. Any decisions you decide to make are on you, because I'm not going to be held liable. Just FYI. Exactly. Anything under 12 months and a day is county jail. Oh, I didn't even know that. Welcome to the 21 million club. Where is the 7 in front of all? Are you talking about the 700,000 price action a coming or 70 G's, baby? Stress free. Let me know. Shout out Laura. Welcome, family. Remember, kids, don't buy Bitcoin. It is just going to crash. Thanks for the reminder, Tony. 4 months is better than Trump's possible 136 years. Wow, is that what they said? Trump can get 136 years? I didn't hear that. That is absolutely insane. I thought this was a Minecraft channel. What the frick is a Bitcoin? If it was a Minecraft channel, the difference is I'd have 100,000 viewers right now. We're early to crypto, bro. Amen, JV. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you, Preach Pastor JV. Much respect, Lock Sky. Appreciate you guys.
Get it on. Yeah. Had the people on my back to get a song. Reds broke, have a talk, we smoked them like a bomb.
Anyways, fam, let's keep it moving. Let's discuss some astrology for the broskies, aka TA. Headline reads, Bitcoin battles key resistance as trader flags 100,000 as Bitcoin price magnet. That's right, yo. This is the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin already broke 70,000 this morning at the June 3rd Wall Street open as upside after the prior. Daily close continued. And trading views showed Bitcoin price surging nearly 4%. The bulls began the week with a fresh bid to flip 69,000, the side of Bitcoin's old 2021 all-time high, and a key psychological level back to firm support. Analyzing the current landscape on the exchange order books, popular trader Scoo noted a price premium in place on perpetual swaps. Quoting them here, spot market still in control here. Pay close attention around 70,000. Would like to see continued decline in premium towards more of a spot premium. Now, the latest data from CoinGlass showed Bitcoin eating into the overhead liquidity above 70,000 as outlined here in the chart, with little nearby resistance remaining at the time of this being published. The 66 and 72,000 levels remain important from a liquidity perspective. Eyes on those levels, according to Dan, Crypto Trades. Bitcoin's relatively brisk gains, meanwhile, spark fresh calls for a return to price discovery, which means 73.8 and above. Nearly 3 months after hitting its latest all-time highs, Bitcoin now has a target of $100,000, according to Calio, quoting the analyst here. It's time for round two. Let's get ready to rumble. 100,000 is a magnet. Let me know if you agree with that. Now let's discuss a little Ether ETF. Equally optimistic, trading firm QCP saw favorable market conditions enduring for both Bitcoin and the alts. Crypto as a whole is argued in the latest market update sent would benefit from the final go-ahead and launch of the spot Ether ETFs here in the States. The landmark event is expected this month of June, quoting the analyst here. This bullishness is likely to continue as the market waits for the ETH spot ETF to usher in new demand. The options market certainly reflects this, with ETH volume still trading 15% over the Bitcoin volumes. Quoting him here, another reason for persistent bullishness is speculators increasing long positions in other crypto majors in anticipation of additional spot Ether approvals in the near future. So the $1 million question becomes, do you think the ETH ETF will officially launch? It already got the approval from the regulators. Do you think it will officially launch this month? Let me know. Now for some of the breaking news. University professor on State of Wisconsin Investment Board said they're buying $160 million worth of the Bitcoin ETF, and that I think it is just an entry point. As game theory continues, family, this is a big story. Also, other breaking news, Tom Emmer calls out Gary Gensler and says he has been the worst thing that has ever happened to the SEC. And he also says Gary Gensler violates the mission of the SEC every day. Shout out to Congressman Emmer for keeping him honest. Something we need to do. Get rid of that fraudster already. In my humble opinion, Gary Gensler needs to be replaced. Let me know your thoughts. Now, another breaking news. Berkshire Hathaway stock got halted after losing 99.9%. You can't make this ish up. So it literally took down Warren Buffett's net worth from like 130 billion to $1 billion. It was some form of glitch. All we know is that never will happen with Bitcoin. So Edward Snowden tweeted, Bitcoin fixes this. Amen to that. And shout out to Edward Snowden, by the way. So there you have it, family. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Saylor says Ether is the second best. What? No way. You know how to make your family stop and listen. Put Michael Saylor on your TV. There you go. Hashtag FGG. F Gary Gensler. Now I'm digging it. Tracy, hodl the Bitcoin, dump the banks, buy the Lambos, follow these steps, and you'll have a long, wonderful life. Thank you, Tracy. Fauci burst into tears when MTG told him he should be in jail. Cry me a river. Where's the world's smallest violin? Because we're going to play that for Fauci right now. Wah, wah. Yeah, you want to know what the second best cryptocurrency is? Here you go.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There you go. What do you guys think should happen to Mr. Fauci? Please don't be shy. Saylor's Flow is a 10-hour video. Relaxing nature sounds with quotes. That's what's up. Salam. Shout out Mohammed. What up, brother? Assalamu alaikum. Buffett was not convinced about Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, and Adam Back responded to the news. Who's the rat poison now, eh? So shout out Adam Back. Bitcoin reserves held on exchanges is very close to an all-time low. Supply shock, supply crunch, incoming, short squeeze will rocket the Bitcoin price. I'm with you on that, Greg. So stack accordingly. Former Clinton GFO Gensler, that is. Thanks for the reminder that he was Clinton's CFO. Go figure. I bought a big bag of Notcoin. Well, congrats. Notcoin is one of the top gainers. Make trading or tearing and feathering great again. How about what they used to do back in the old days? Didn't they used to behead the bankers? He should get jabbed 50 times. There you go. Give him the dose from every manufacturer of the jab. There you go. What up, JV? Everybody hit the likes. Cheers, Crypto Today. What it do, yo? Enforce Gensler. Never mind. I digress. I got to remember I'm on the tube right now. It's my birthday. Shout out Adam. Happy birthday, broski. Everyone show him some birthday love. Let's celebrate. Cheers, family. 21 years old today, eh? Sorry, I tripped over the NYSE power cord. My bad. Is that what happened to the stock? Is that what they claim? I hope this rips soon so I can be like you. They not like us. They not like us. Fairy Gensler, pretty much. Sing the song. Happy birthday to you. I'm not going to butcher the birthday song, but happy birthday, bro, for real. Appreciate you supporting us on your special day and wishing you prosperity, abundance, and 100K Bitcoin. How about that? Bitcoin to 100 G's. Take all the money and assets and send him a retirement home. June's birthday rules. There you go. I think that has I think that's too kind, too benevolent, if you know what I mean. If he's responsible for all this stuff in which he don't deserve to be in a retirement home. He deserves to be in a prison cell next to Bankman-Fried. How about that? Happy birthday, Adam. Everyone's showing the love. I'm beyond big parties now. You're never too old for a big party, bro. I'm so happy there are people in the world. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Cheers, cheers. Send in the birthday love. I wish I had a birthday jam lined up, but instead we're going to play the Oompa song.
Oompa, loompa, doompa doo. I've got another halving for you.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Forever.
Less mining rewards, more scarcity.
What do you get when the printer goes brr? Fill in the blank.
Take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin.
When your printer goes brr, inflate supply like the Federal Reserve.
Anyways, fam, keep the birthday wishes a coming. Again, happy birthday, Adam. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for always being tuned in. Even Nipsey says happy birthday. But let's keep it moving. We do got a lot to share. Our next story of the day, we're going to be discussing Qatar. Unfortunately, not regarding Bitcoin adoption, but Bitcoin's worst enemy, the central bank digital currency. Yeah, check this out. Qatar Central Bank launches the first phase of their CBDC. The Qatar Central Bank completed the infrastructure for the CBDC project and launched the first phase of an experimental project. The QCB will look at settlements of large payments amongst large local and international banks. Few details of the project were released. The state news agency said it would focus on distributed ledger tech, artificial intelligence, enhancing liquidity, and transactions with securities. The project will run through October. The QCB began studying CBD tech back in March of 2022 and confirmed that it was launching a project in June of that year. And according to the press report, the QCP governor, Mohammed, said that Qatar's economic forum in May were in the foundation stage and evaluating the pros and cons of issuing a CBDC. The pros, 0 for humanity, 0 for their people. The cons, total control, tyranny, What can go wrong with programmable digital fiat, family? Just saying. The neighboring UAE was a founding member of the mBridge project, along with China, Hong Kong, and Thailand. It already began to use the mBridge to transfer remittance payments to India for the wholesale transfers among the mBridge project members. The UAE also participated in a CBDC proof of concept called Project Aber with Saudi Arabia that ended in 2020. Now, a day before the announcement of the CBDC project, the QCB launched a new fintech sandbox. The Express Sandbox offers a reduced testing period, rapid testing cycles, and a streamlined overall evaluation process for eligible participants. Like the new sandbox, the CBDC project was described as part of official national development strategies, although none of the strategies mentioned CBDC explicitly. Meanwhile, the Qatar Financial Center Regulation Authority, a business development jurisdiction in the country, banned virtual asset services from operating there. In 2020, the Financial Action Task Force criticized Qatar last year in 2023 for not enforcing that ban and lacking an understanding of more complex forms of money laundering and terrorists financing. Rumors circulated in the crypto community in March that the Qatar Investment Authority would invest heavily in Bitcoin, but there is doubt about the likelihood of that. That's right. The rumor was there was a $500 million via a sovereign wealth fund in which Qatar was looking to put into the King crypto. I know Max blew the whistle on that story. If we get any more developments regarding that, we'll let you know. Some also speculate that Mr. 100 could potentially be a nation state, such as Qatar or the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia or even Abu Dhabi. In fact, initially, Max was calling it Qatar, Mr. 100, but now he believes it to be Abu Dhabi over there in the UAE. So let me know your thoughts. I can't get Discord CNA channel to work. Oh, no. Anyone else? Let me know, because if something's down, good to note, I'll have to get it fixed. Let me know if discord.cryptonewsalerts.net is working right now for our Discord. Let me know, family, because it should work. Streamline all that. We must fight the CBDCs at all costs. There will be the final nail in the communist takeover. Well said, Molly. Here in the States, Trump, he said he'd protect us from CBDCs if he is elected. Also, I know we had many people like DeSantis, governor of Florida, anti-CBDC, even RFK Jr., anti-CBDC. So we'll see if they stick to their words. Give it time. They'll get smart. Right on, Ian. My birthday, too. It's your birthday, Dankness. Double birthday extravaganza. Happy birthday, Digital Dankness. He is one of the first OGs here of the channel. He also helps run the Discord. So massive shout out to Dankness. Wishing you a special birthday there, brother. Show Dankness some happy birthday love. Discord is up. So there you go. Nothing wrong with the Discord. Thank you, broski. Greetings, Kepler. What it do? And the URL to go directly to the Discord, if you guys are not already a part of it, it's discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. Join the fun and show Dankness some birthday love here in the chat, family. We appreciate it. And if you guys can repost the stream, greatly appreciate that.
Oh yeah, we heard Kramer report that. Thank you. He said, we bought more bags, till we got a sword back. Can't short your dork, we can't afford that.
Oh, wow. 42 laps around the sun. Whoa. It's all good, bro. 42 is the new 21. So enjoy your 21st birthday. From JV. Cheers, brother. Wishing you the best. Bitcoin is the king. There is no second best. All the ish coins would not exist if it wasn't for Satoshi. Facts. Well said, Mr. Bone Daddy. Emmer passed the bill that made CBDCs illegal unless they can be private and sovereign to the person. I saw that bill. What's the next step in the process? Can Mr. Biden just veto it and just throw it out like he just did the anti-whatever, the other act? Let me know. Or is it final? Help me understand that process, because I did see that was a big victory for crypto. But what if the president just throws out that bill? Could that happen? Let me know. Or is it final? I need to know where we at. Dang, your legs must be tired. Yeah, it's a lot of running around the sun, yo. But hey, the sun is a lot closer than they tell us. It's not millions of miles away, yo. So it's not so bad.
for the pump to come, we should have bought that. Crypto to zero, they really thought that. Again, you can call me
3AC because I'm blowing it up. Short squeeze on the chart. No, it's going to pump. Let's go. A lot of birthday love. I love it. We're getting a pizza tonight. No cake. Needs savory sweet enough. Well, make sure to add pineapple on your pizza, bro. I got you. That's the secret ingredient right there. And if you feel a little spicy, you can throw a little jalapeno on that. Birthday pumping it. We dig it. Diana Jones, cheers, cheers. I dig it.
Blowing it up, short squeeze, more please. Yeah, it's going to pump. They drop FUD, but it's still not slowing it up.
What up, Serge? Oh, we got the yellow badge. Wow, you and what's his name? McLovin, the first two to get the yellow badge. That means you guys have been members for the longest amount of time. Shout out, Serge. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome. If it goes to the Senate, then to the president. If vetoed, it can go back to Congress to override the veto. Good to note. Thank you. So it has yet to go to Senate. Okay, good to note. Hopefully we get that in our favor. No one wants CBDCs here. We know what it means for us. Definitely not good. Don't forget the, what is that? Canadian bacon? No Canadian bacon, yo. Don't eat the pig. Say no to the swine. Please. My Chinese astrology sign is the boar, which is the pig. You can't eat the pig. Even in the Bible, it says, thou shalt not eat thy swine. And I may be making that quote up, but trust, there's better alternatives than to eat the pig. You know what I mean? And at least for Porky Pig's sake. You know what I mean? Show him some respect. Thanks for all the birthday, fam. Cheers, Dankness. We appreciate you, broski. Let's keep the show a-moving. Big news coming out of Australia. The headline here reads, Australia gets their first spot ETF that holds Bitcoin directly. We told you it was coming. Australia's first spot ETF for Bitcoin that holds the asset directly is set to launch for trading when the markets open on Tuesday. Tomorrow. Yes, that's right. The monochrome Bitcoin ETF, IBTC, will begin trading at the market open on the CBOE Australia Exchange Tuesday, June 4th. Another one bites the dust. Yes. Australia already has several ETF products offering exposure to Bitcoin, but monochrome asset management is the first to get the approval under the new crypto asset licensing category made under the Australian Financial Services Licensing Rule in 2021, as celebrated here by Monochrome on X. We're proud to host 120 guests in Sydney last week to celebrate the upcoming launch of the Monochrome Bitcoin ETF. This milestone marks a significant step in our journey to empower investors with the tools and confidence to navigate the digital financial landscape. It allows the ETF to hold Bitcoin directly, Monochrome said. IBTC's holdings are stored offline in a device not connected to the internet. That would be cold storage. And with a crypto custody solution, which meets the Australian institutional custody regulatory standards, quoting them again. Before IBTC, Australian investors were only able to invest in ETFs that are directly holding Bitcoin or through offshore Bitcoin products, both of which don't benefit from the investor protection rules under the directly held crypto assets AFS licensing regime. Now, unlike its counterparts in the US, which are cash create, the ETF allows in-kind redemptions from investors. Wow. Monochrome CEO Jeff Yu shared he anticipates strong interest in his firm's ETF given the consistent growth of indirect Bitcoin ETF products in the recent months. He confirmed the firm is ready to build and launch an Ether ETF, which will also hold the asset directly. We are also exploring other thematic opportunities within the digital asset sector to meet investor demand. The launch of IBTC in Australia comes just a little over a month after the launch of the 4 spot Bitcoin ETFs in Hong Kong, which were launched on April 30th. However, 3 out of the 4 Hong Kong ETFs have cumulative net outflows since launching, with the exception of Bacera's spot Bitcoin ETF. US Bitcoin ETFs have fared way better, with a cumulative inflow of almost 14 billion, offset by almost 18 billion of outflows from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC. Now, you claim that Australia was a very crypto-heavy country and expects local spot Bitcoin ETFs to generate between 3 billion and 4 billion worth of net inflows within the first 3 years. So there you go, crypto bros. What are your thoughts with Australia launching their Bitcoin spot ETF tomorrow on the 4th. And what other countries do you think will likely follow next? Holla at your boy. We do know there's talks of one being released in El Salvador, which I'm also looking forward to, but let me know your thoughts. First, crypto-theonians, thou shalt not eat the swine. There you go. Don't eat thy swine. I will eat anything that doesn't have a driver's license. Don. Will IBTC be retraced like the US or retracted? What do you mean? Don't forget your towel. Book a Jen. Eating bacon right now, says DJ Johnny. Let's go Bitcoin in Australia. Let there be the blockchain. Australia is going to put the squeeze on Bitcoin. Let's go. Shout out to my fam out there in Oz Down Under. How many of you are actually tuned in from Australia? Let me know. And is there any talk on the news or headlines discussing this Bitcoin ETF in your local media? I'm curious. Do share. JV, what up, Cosmocom? Good to see you, broski. When it comes to Fauci and Gates and Gensler and Senator Warren, hey, they not like us.
They not like us. They not like us.
I know I'm preaching to the choir here. Let's go. Now, I had my haircut scheduled for this morning, and my barber canceled on me, so it kind of screwed me over here this morning. But tomorrow, I rescheduled, so I'm going to come back with a fresh cut. Shout out to the Geminis. Are we Gemini seriously, JB? I am on June 11th. Well, my father is a Gemini. We were celebrating his birthday yesterday. May he rest in peace. June 2nd. Obviously, Adam's birthday. He's a Gemini today. And Dankness's birthday. So a lot of Geminis here. Not me. I'm Aquarius. My birthday is in February, fam. Australia Bitcoin will smash the kangaroo gold. There you go. They not like us. He ain't seen much on the mainstream media, sadly. Oh, that sucks. So you're in Australia there, Puny Roo? $60 cut? Pretty much. Yeah. I think it's 40, but with the tip, I pay 60. Usually a $20 tip. So, yeah. Never seen your hair that long? I know. It hasn't been this long in a while. It was pretty long. Now, if you've never seen JV with hair down to his butt, then you don't know the old JV before I was JV, because I used to have hair down to my butt, believe it or not. It feels like a lifetime ago, but when I lived in China, I started growing my hair out. True story. I went and got a fade in China, and it was the worst haircut I've ever received in my life. So I said, I'll never get another haircut in China, which led me to growing my hair out and never getting another haircut in China, but I stuck with it. And when I moved back to the States after living in China for 13 months, I didn't get a haircut for like 4 years. And so my hair was just like, it was like the hippie JV version. You know what I mean? Shout out to the INTJs. I'm an Aquarius, February 2nd. Nice. February, let's go. Yes, I am from Down Under. Good to note, family, and congratulations on the Australia ETF. Whose birthday is it? Many birthdays in the house. Digital Dankness, one of our mods and OGs here in the channel, and Adam today. Hence why we're just celebrating. Drake owns Kendrick Lamar's publishing. Now that's hilarious. That would be quite hilarious. Rest in peace to your pops. Thank you, family. No worries, JV. You still look very handsome. Thank you, Molly. Thank you very much. Just got my Bitcoin orange real Bedford soccer shirt. Nice. It's fantastic. Congrats. You need to share a pic of the hippie JV, right? JV is Feb 11th. That's right. JV, show us a pic with your long hair. I don't think I have any saved. I have to pull one up for you and show you for the next stream if you are that eager to see it. All of my besties are Aquarius. Let's hear you speak Chinese. I'm very limited. Ni hao. Ni hao ma. Daishen. Goodbye. Or it's like Hen Gao Xing Jian Dao Ni. Very basic, fam. Was a Cole's autumn, I guess, a lot of the Gemini cold. Oh yes, they gave JV the Kim Jong. Yeah, you don't get fades in China. I'll just say that. You don't go with the fade in China. They'll definitely give you the Jing Jong, Kim Jong Un, whatever it's called. Exactly. Anyways, our next story of the day, here's the latest with the Giga Chad Mike Saylor. MicroStrategy and Saylor settled their tax case with the IRS for $40 million. That's right. You remember this story? The technology firm MicroStrategy, the first to put the Bitcoin on the balance sheet as a publicly traded company, agreed to pay a $40 million deal to end the lawsuit accusing him of evading income tax. Yeah, it's like a man worth $15 billion, or at least this company's worth $15 billion. I don't think he's so concerned over a $40 million, tax debt. But anyways, the New York Times reported June 3rd that the Attorney General of the District of Columbia reached a $40 million settlement with Saylor and MicroStrategy. According to the report, local officials assessed the agreement as the biggest ever income tax fraud recovery in the district. It is reportedly the first lawsuit under the district's amended False Claims Act, which encourages whistleblowers to file tax evasion claims against residents allegedly hiding residents' information. The District of Columbia sued Saylor and his company MicroStrategy. That was back in August of 2022, alleging the executive paid no income taxes in the district for at least 10 years that he lived there. And according to the claims, the firm helped Saylor evade more than $25 million in DC income tax. Experts originally suggest that Saylor could see $75 million and penalties. The tax fraud suit forced Saylor to resign as the CEO of MicroStrategy in August of 2022, 33 years after founding the firm. He immediately assumed the new role of executive chairman and continued to serve as chairman on the board of directors. Despite leaving the CEO position, Saylor continued to maintain MicroStrategy's image as a Bitcoin-friendly company, regularly announcing new Bitcoin purchases on his X account. One of MicroStrategy's recent big purchases was made in March of 2024 with buying 12,000 Bitcoin through a $800 million convertible note offering, in which he shared here back on March 11th. MicroStrategy just acquired an additional 12,000 biddies for $820 million using proceeds from convertible notes and excess cash for $68,000 per Bitcoin. And he announced as of March 10th, MicroStrategy holds 205,000 Bitcoin acquired for $6.9 billion. And since then, he has been stacking sats. I think the new total is closer to 220,000 BTC. Well, here's the latest update, actually, 214,000 BTC at an average purchase price of 35,000 Bitcoin. Per Bitcoin. Saylor emerged as a major Bitcoin bull and tech advocate due to the large investments and notable Bitcoin-related activity on social media. He is a prominent figure, I'd say one of the top figures here in Bitcoin. Saylor isn't quite an early Bitcoin adopter, though. His journey to becoming a Bitcoin billionaire began in 2020 when he announced on X, or back then Twitter, that he had bought 17,700 Bitcoin for $175 million. Before the announcement, Saylor could have been referred to as more of a Bitcoin naysayer. Let's not forget, on December 7, 2013, as the internet never forgets, lacking a credible sponsor, Bitcoin is in imminent danger of being regulated out of existence. So back then, he had zero faith in Bitcoin. And it took him 7 years to come around, adopt Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset for his company. The rest is history, family. So there you go. Glad to hear that he has settled the BS with the, tax authorities and that he's getting that settled. And it is what it is. Yeah, Saylor's worth billions, so I don't think he's so concerned over the $40 million slap on the wrist. As you just said, Greg, no biggie. Michael Saylor personally holds over 17,000 biddies worth over $1 billion. That's his personal stash? Personal? Jesus. So that's pretty wild. I wish I had Saylor's problem. Exactly. I think all the broskies are in agreement. We all wish we had Michael Saylor's problems right now. Looking forward to it. Word up. 263 on X. Shout out to the X fam. If you guys can repost this, spread the stream. Let people know we're live. I greatly appreciate that. If you want to interact in the chat, which I recommend, please head on over to cryptonewsalerts.net, which is the YouTube channel. That way you can get your comments read out loud, as well as any questions you may have. Much appreciated. Saylor stacking them sats, more like King Kong aping the stacking. Exactly. Stacking the sats. Stop at the pub called the Founding Fathers. Jag was filmed there. Word. Where's that located? Is this in South Carolina? Let me know. $40 million. Yeah, not too shabby. That's chump change. He can find that in his sofa mattress. Just saying.
I can't wait till the Fed start showing his love. The full flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
I want to be Michael Saylor when I grow up, right? It's like, remember that commercial growing up? Like back in the 90s, Be Like Mike, the Michael Jordan commercial. Well, the Bitcoiners want to be like Mike Saylor. Just saying. Can anybody show me a way to the second best crypto asset? I got you, big dog.
Bitcoin. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset.
$40 million is an ashtray money. Exactly. It's like a nice painting at his crib, pretty much. Oh, man.
Tulsi Gabbard, what do you have to say?
What we are seeing here should be a wake-up call to every American. President Biden has made this country a banana republic, a country where those in power are using the law, the rule of law, our justice system, and
facts,
law enforcement to persecute their political opponents.
We'll have more from Tulsi at the end of this song.
Let's go. DC. In DC. JV Moonstone is going to DC. I used to deliver court paperwork. Oh, word. Good to note. You and Miss Teen Crypto are the only good crypto YouTubers. Well, shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. So I've never heard of that one. Respect. $40 million, pretty much. Greetings from Instable. We love you, JV. Thank you, Engine. Appreciate you, bro. Michael Jordan might not want to be like Michael Saylor. Oh, yeah. Michael Jordan probably wants to be like Michael Saylor. I think Michael Jordan's net worth, I think he was the first athlete to have $1 billion net worth. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would imagine through his Jordan brand, obviously. However, I think Saylor's net worth is way more billions. And Saylor, in my opinion, will become a trillionaire. Only a matter of time when the Bitcoin price goes up. I saw Saylor in priest clothes. No. And he told me about that God offers a bank account in heaven run by God. So the 75 million fee will be sent from heaven. Interesting. Hashtag FJB. FJB. I like it.
Do your thing, let me do my thing. You know we bout as long as a piece of string.
Shorters. But anyways, fam, next story of the day, let's discuss a very interesting story. Roaring Kitty's GameStop gains soared to $300 million with billionaire status nearby. Some are saying this is the best trader of all time. So let's break this down. It's not related to crypto. It's the stock market, but it's a pretty amazing victory for this trader. So we're going to break it down nonetheless. GameStop stock could make Keith Gill, known as the Roaring Kitty, the first GME billionaire as early as this week, while the short sellers are bleeding profits. That's right, Gill, the trader, widely credited with kickstarting the GameStop saga, is currently up over $300 million in his GME position. Let's go. Provided that GameStop's rally continues, Gill could become a billionaire as soon as this week, according to the cbdc letter. Quoting them here, Roaring Kitty is currently up over $300 million in his GME position. The stock has now added $5 billion of market cap today alone. Good Lord, where's all this money come from? He could become a billionaire this week. The prediction follows a 74% price surge from the GME stock in pre-market trading today on Monday, according to Google Finance. Good Lord. Numbers don't lie, yo. Interest in the GME stock was renewed this week after Gill posted on Reddit that he is holding $181 million worth of GME stock and call options, according to the June 2nd post. His screenshot revealed that he purchased 5 million GME shares worth $115 million and put $65 million into call options, betting that GME would be at least $20 a share on June 21st. GME stock price is up over 25% the past 5 days and over 40% during the past month, trading at $23 as of this morning. I mean, check that out. And when the first GameStop short squeeze started back in 2021, GME stock soared over 1,000% within the month. And according to a May 30X post by financial data provider S3, GameStop short sellers are getting wrecked and have taken a month-to-month loss of approximately $1.4 billion. The cbdc letter said on June 3rd that Citron Research was the latest firm to announce its short GME position, quoting them here. Citron Research was the latest short seller to announce a short position. On May 16th, Citron announced that they are short GME again. In 2021, Citron lost over $100 million shorting GME. And in January 2021, Citron Research was forced to close out its short GME positions at a loss due to the retail buying frenzy kickstarted by Gill. So there you have it, yo. Roaring Kitty. Pretty impressive, yo. Any one of you guys trading stocks or GameStop, curious, let me know. Stonks. Ice, baby. There's only one of them. JC Ice, how's the surf lately, Molly? He has the diamond balls. Pretty much. I would refer to those as diamond balls as well. It's a residential project, started the landscape construction and the project right on, Moonstone. More power to you. I just read on X that Roaring Kitty may be kicked off the E-Trade because they think he is manipulating the stock. Boo-hoo. Jesus Christ. They won't allow the little guy to win, it seems. The game is rigged, fam, if you haven't noticed. My husband was a commodity broker. Do not under puts future options. Right on. 300 people on X. Shout out to the X fam. We got 200 people here right now on YouTube. And shout out to the Rumble fam as well. We're also streaming on Kick and Twitch. Respect. The dollar's going to zero. The yen's going to zero. The peso's going to zero. They're all going to zero against Bitcoin. Amen, JBZ. Amen. Donna Cicerella. Yes, me. Right on. So we do got some stock traders here. Anyone have a position with GME? GameStop, let me know. I have AMC and GME. Good for you, Bitcoin Stew. How's your position looking? Are you up 300 million as well? Maybe E-Trade can't locate the shares. Is that a boomer thing? I don't know. I've never traded stocks personally. How do you manipulate stocks? You buy 100 million worth. Play some Kaiser rants. I got you, JBZ. I got you. Let's get a little Kaiser out here. A little rantage. I'm going to do the one where he starts ripping up the dollar. How about that one? Let's see if I can pull it up.
Let me explain something to you right now. Okay, here's a $10 bill. This is garbage. This is garbage. Your people in South Africa, you have your rand, right? That's going to zero.
This is the infamous one where Max Kaiser's ripping up, the fiat currency in the interview.
Going to zero. This is going to zero too.
It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. My stock portfolio is the largest in my collective, but I pass on the memes nowadays. I am a dividend investor and a swing trader in the stock. Good to note, the buck stops here. I've got GME from 2021. More power to you, DJ Johnny. How are you doing in your position? You're hodling GME as well, Kenny. So we got a lot of stock traders here. JV, did you hear the purchase of BlackRock and JP Morgan? No, what happened? Fill me in. I didn't hear any news on BlackRock and JP Morgan today. I own MicroStrategy. Good for you, track you too. I have some AMC and GME as well, says JC Ice, as well as the DJT. Not much, but I still have some and not 300 million worth. Well, more power to you guys. Respect. The only stock I would probably buy is MicroStrategy, says Serge. Monochrome founder has a Bitcoin license plate. Nice. In Bisbane, Australia. That's what's up. Dr. Bo Shiro, thank you for sharing.
Euros are going to zero. The yen's going to zero. The Chinese currency is going to zero. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin.
Facts. That is good about the blockchain. You can see who is buying and holding the coin. If a meme coin is pumped, my founder, everyone can see it. Yep.
If you don't understand that yet, you're going to be impoverished. You're going to be on the street. You're going to be begging. You're going to be out of business. You're going to be toast.
Facts. GME gets more sats. Any news on why we're dropping again? Did Biden cough again? You never know. Maybe fell in his coffin again.
Max, do you know that it's a criminal offense to tear up?
Do you know that with the Bitcoin I have, I can buy any freaking senator or congressman I want?
That is true. With the Bitcoin Max has, he can buy any senator or congressman he wants. Facts.
I make the laws. He who has the Bitcoin makes the laws, Rand.
Let me know if you agree. He who has thy Bitcoin makes the laws. Agree?
We're not going to just sit around and let the goddamn congressman tell us what to do.
Yeah, you can Google it and find it. This is a classic. You can find this on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. Max fiat rant or ripping up dollars should be able to pop up. It's a good one.
We've got the capital. We make the laws. We've got the Bitcoin. They don't.
We got the Bitcoin. We make the laws.
We got it. They don't. Do you understand?
Classic. Gotta love Max. Anyways, fam. Now for our featured story of the day. Let's discuss this prediction by the veteran crypto trader Peter Brandt. He says Bitcoin post-halving run may reach between $130,000 and $150,000 per BTC by September 2025. So virtually a year out, family. Let's break this one down. Bitcoin can reach a cycle peak of 130,000 to 150,000 between late August to early September if it follows the trajectory of the previous post-halving bull markets, according to the veteran trader Peter Brandt. The recently passed April 20th Bitcoin halving, 420, was actually on 419, but for some people in some countries, it was 420. I think it was like 8 p.m. Eastern here in the States, but I digress. It is a coded event which occurs every 4 years, slashing the mining rewards by 50%. The halving dates represent almost perfect symmetry within the past bull market cycles, according to Brandt's latest report. He claimed historically the Bitcoin halving date has sat almost in the middle of when the bull market starts and when it reaches its peak. The last Bitcoin bull market started about 16 months before the halving on May 11th, 2020, and the cycle ended about 18 months after that, according to Brandt's analysis. Brandt noted that the two previous halvings, July 9, 2016 and November 28, 2012, followed a similar pattern as outlined here in the chart. Quoting him, "If this sequence continues, the next bull market cycle high should occur in late August to early September of 2025. Let me know if you agree with that sentiment. Brandt added that no method of analysis is foolproof when it comes to guessing the Bitcoin cycle high, but past highs have followed a similar growth pattern, and if it continues, he puts a bull market high in the $130,000 to $150,000 range. Brandt's analysis marks December 17, 2022 as the start of the current bull market. Bitcoin was trading at roughly 16,800. How many of you were buying the dip and seizing that opportunity back then when we were trading at 16,800? Let me know. And since Bitcoin has gained over 300% to now trading above 69,000 per coin, Bitcoin is down from its March 14th all-time high. So we're currently down 4,000 from the all-time high. But my personal prediction is I feel we recapture those losses and re-enter price discovery mode sometime here in June, with June just getting started. But I want to know your thoughts. And do you think we also hit the cycle peak in 2025 as Peter Brandt is predicting? And how high do you personally feel the Bitcoin price action is likely to climb? I think that's extremely conservative, just in my opinion. So in my personal opinion, I think as a cycle low, I'm thinking 222,000. And as a cycle high, as high as 750,000. So the middle would be around that 420 to 500,000 range. But I want to know your thoughts. How high do you think we're likely to climb for the cycle peak? And do you think the cycle peak will occur in 2025 as Peter Brandt predicts and as I suggest? Or do you think it could potentially happen this year? I want to know your personal thoughts. Now, I am very optimistic on Bitcoin for the obvious reasons. Bitcoin is in unprecedented times. It seems everyone is pro-crypto now, even the United States government, something we have never experienced before. For example, candidate Trump, who is running for president, said he vows to basically protect our right to self-custody. And he also says he is going to pardon Ross Ulbricht, the Silk Road founder, on day one if he is elected president. So I think he's going to get all the crypto votes because we all know Biden is anti-crypto. He's anti-Bitcoin, him and his goons like Senator Elizabeth Warren, right? Gary Gensler, the rest of these mofos. So I want to know your thoughts. Also, we have a tremendous amount of institutional FOMO, which was not present in the previous cycle. Retail hasn't even began yet. We have the supply shock, the lowest number of Bitcoin available on the exchanges currently. Now we have nation state adoption. We have many other countries contemplating adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender, following in the footsteps of President Bukele. We have sovereign wealth funds. So there's just so much upside. And when you start to contemplate the finite limited supply of Bitcoin, you realize there's not a lot of Bitcoin to go around. Not even every millionaire on the planet can say they're a whole coiner. In fact, there's 2,500 billionaires estimated to be on the planet. Well, what if the next Michael Saylor comes around and takes advantage of 1% of the Bitcoin supply? The ETFs have already accumulated 5% of the circulating supply. MicroStrategy already has 1% of the circulating supply. Michael Saylor said their goal is to have 5% of the circulating supply. That means they're looking to go from 200,000 Bitcoin to 1 million. How many other big companies can do that when you have massive game theory in full effect, right? And now you have the adoption from the states in the United States, like I just mentioned earlier in the intro of the show. University professor of the state of Wisconsin Investment Board says they're buying $160 million worth of the Bitcoin ETF. What if all the other countries or states follow suit? I mean, very limited amount of perfect money. And nobody wants to be that person that don't get their Bitcoin. I mean, because if you're too late to the party, you're going to be missing out. There's going to be countries that don't start stacking sats till Bitcoin is 100,000 plus. Some countries won't start stacking sats to Bitcoin is 1 million plus. But one thing I do firmly believe that every country and nation state will have exposure to Bitcoin, whether directly or indirectly, because to not would be to get left behind, in my personal opinion. But let me know your thoughts. I'm going to read as many of your comments out loud as I can. Welcome to the Q&A segment of the live show. Can't get into the specifics, but my brother is a senior partner with one of the biggest accounting firms in the country, gives me insight every once in a while and says they are all for Bitcoin. Wow. That's massive. Doug, I appreciate you sharing. I met Peter Brandt in 2018 at the World Crypto Con in Vegas. Word up. Let me know if it was a pleasurable experience. For some reason, the old man blocked me on X, and I don't know why. So I'm not so fond of Peter Brandt, even though I do still share his analysis. Just FYI. October 2025 will be the top. Got you on the pool speaker now. Neighbors are getting baptized with crypto news alerts. That's what's up. If you're going to do a baptism, you might as well be playing crypto news alerts. Bitcoin is unstoppable. I'm with you on that. I want to go to Nashville so bad for the conference. He told me about medical marijuana 10 years ago before it all happened. Wow. 130,000 for the first week of August, says JC Ice Baby. 225,000 by the end of the year, and 500 to 750,000 for the cycle peak mid-2025. Now we're talking. Send it. Trump went full orange on Bitcoin. Precisely. Pretty much did. The dynamics of the cycle are completely different than before. Empires, nations, countries, states, ETFs, pensions, you, me, all piling in. This post-halving event may mimic the first halving. 98x. That's right. We soared over 8,000%. So if it was 9,000%, would that not be 90x? Bring it. Eyes are open. Amen. No fear. I dig it. Max Kaiser's the man. This cycle will be the break the pattern, JV, just like we hit the all-time high prior to the halving this time. That's right. Another thing that's different. Below 400,000, I would not call it a completed cycle. 580,000 would be, says Steven. Word up. Only Bitcoiners in the pool. Adult Swim. Stack them stats, fam. Amen to that. My lowest average cost of Bitcoin on one of my trading platforms is 29,600. What happens when JP and the Fed decide to put Bitcoin on their books? Good question. The world is waking up to Bitcoin to see the power it is. At this point, you have to have Bitcoin to survive. What's a-coming? Amen. Can I get an amen? What's your thoughts on Trump at the UFC fight? Bullish. Yeah, I was watching that fight. Everyone was chanting for Trump and FJB, F Joe Biden the entire night. I thought that was pretty lit. UFC fans are all fans of Trump because if you're a UFC fan, you're a fan of Dana White, Donald Trump, besties. That's why Trump is at every major pay-per-view UFC event. Do you want 10x? I want my Bitcoin at 10x. You damn straight. Send that price action to 700,000. How about a 70x? Or 100x from here? Good Lord. 7 million per coin? Bring it. Only 94 likes? Unacceptable. Everyone smash the likes. We appreciate it. FJB, now we're talking track. Now we're talking. Wop, wop, wop. FJB up. Let Trump do his stuff. Why are you trolling like a what? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. Biden's not like us. Gensler's not like us. Fauci's not like us. Nipsey throws in there. Cats are not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
One could cross borders, airport security, just millions of dollars of Bitcoin, private keys, memorized in your head. In your head, fool, in your head. Cheers to that, Julian. Hey, baby. What up, Grant? Hope in the miners. Get some love soon. Free Ross. Amen to that. Can I get a hashtag free Ross? Repost this. Hashtag free Ross. Let's go. Dana was supported by Trump when no other person. Exactly. Trump allowed him to fight at his hotels when no one else did. So they have a special bond. People wouldn't even rent space to Dana. Exactly. Exactly. When Bitcoin hits 100,000 and holds as a base, I drink the Modelo. Oh, is that one of the official beers of the UFC? I've never had a Modelo. I remember when Stipe used to always, promote it. Look at Nipsey. I told you the next Nippinator indicator was an incoming. Look at that. That's a very rare posture. He doesn't do that one quite often. Free Ross. Let's go. I like it. I appreciate the support. Ross Ulbricht, he's been serving a double life sentence in prison. I believe he's been locked up for the past 11 years and deserves to get out. We also need to free Julian Assange. You know what I mean? I think it should be a package deal. That's just my personal thought. He was recently asked, Tim Pool asked Trump in a recent interview, what are your thoughts on pardoning Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks? And Trump said he would consider it. Whereas with Ross Ulbricht, he didn't even hesitate. He said he would pardon him on day one. So I think the forces of evil don't want Julian Assange out of prison, obviously. I don't even know if Trump has the power to do it. What do you guys think, though? Let me know. 3 free Rick Ross. Word up. Not Rick Ross. Rick Ross. Ross Ulbricht, bro. Buy signal. Free Gary. Gary's a free man. How about this? We take Julian Assange out of prison. He deserves to be free. And we replace him with Fauci. I think that's a fair deal. I don't even think Fauci needs a trial. I think it's just common sense at this point. What do you guys say? I think he's one of the biggest enemies of humanity. Fauci, Gates. Lock him up. Hit the like button. 200 viewers, only 100 likes. Thank you, Diana. Freeway Ricky Ross, baby. In Africa. Shout out Africa. Bitcoin adoption is booming in Africa. And Nip's back under the covers. Kind of funny. Yeah, let's bother him. Nipsey. Nip. Yo, they want to say hello to you, bro. Say hi to the Nipster. Nippinator. I should just put him in my daughter's chair and he can just be the co-host right next to me. Kind of like riding co-pilot. You know what I mean? What do you guys say? Nipsey says hello. If you give us another indicator, we appreciate it. Anything channeled through Satoshi, Nippinator, much love. Lock them all up. Throw away the key. Trump and JV, 2024. Put no clarity Gary in jail. Exactly. And exactly for that reason. Chairman of the SEC fails to provide any clarity to the crypto community. Lock them up. Love and pats for the Nipster. Thank you, thank you. Nips went back to the channel in Satoshi. Yeah, he's going to try to get the blanket back over him. And it's kind of hot in here, but it's not as hot as usual because it's cloudy. It was a rainy day again, like yesterday. He's a good boy. The cutest dog in crypto. You nailed it. Thank you, guys. Nipsey appreciates you. Doug, appreciate it. Gifted a membership. Diana Jones, you've been blessed on behalf of Doug. Thank you for paying it forward, Doug. You're the man. And welcome to the member as a member of the channel. Shout out to all the members. Members have the green name versus the white name. And you also have an icon, which is a star next to you, which shows your support for the channel. We greatly appreciate all the members. of the channel. Since I was terminated, it drastically affected our memberships. We lost hundreds of paid memberships from being canned for 2 weeks. And then they reinstated the channel. So instead of X amount of memberships, we lost the majority of them. And it's like starting over again. So we appreciate every membership that is gifted or given. We appreciate that. I'm hoping 250,000 or more. Sounds good to me. Did you hear Eminem on crypto.com commercial? Yeah, that was pretty lit, by the way. I did hear that. Crypto helps Trump, but what would a free Julian do? Exactly. Good point. That's a good question, Stephen. Obviously, Julian is public enemy number one to the dark forces of evil. And just keeping it 100, presidents represent dark forces of evil. Sad to say that. But there are some dark forces they represent. I bought at 36, crypto dog to the moon. Hey, JV, you sweat for us today? Not as bad as normally. Typically, I mean, do I even have a sweat stain? Nothing. I'm wearing long sleeves. Not that they're long, because my muscles are always bulging out of my shirt. But it could be worse, because if there was straight up sunshine and no clouds, it'd be a hot day, yo. It's not bad. How long has Julian been in jail? Too long. Too long. Can Trump pardon Ross from jail and then pardon himself? Wouldn't that be something? I'm the president. Yes, I am in jail. First thing I'm going to do is pardon myself. There you go. Now we're going to pardon Ross. Now we're going to pardon Julian. We're going to pardon everyone who don't belong to be there. For starters. However, the flip side of that coin. Now, if Biden is elected president, genuine question, do you think he'll pardon Bankman-Fried? Keeping in mind, he was the second largest donor to the Democratic Party. Think about that one. Now, who would you rather see get pardoned? Ross Ulbricht, Bitcoin hero, or Bankman-Fried, Bitcoin enemy, number one previous cycle, biggest enemy of Bitcoin previous cycle? Let me know your thoughts. Remember, you're on YouTube, JV. They got a termination hammer out right now. Thanks for the reminder, JC Ice. Thank you. What about the bankers? They're in jail. He'll be the commander-in-chief, so you can pardon himself. There you go. Snowden. Yes, Edward Snowden's the man. Respect. Yes, and also, yeah. I don't even think Hunter's behind bars, even though there's pictures him naked with children and with drugs. I don't even know what kind of drugs they are. The bad stuff. He seemed to get a free pass somehow, some way. Telling the truth nowadays gets you put in jail. Tell me about it. Trump can't pardon himself. It's a state charge. The governor or the state has to pardon him. Good to note. He'll pardon SBF on his last day. I truly hope that doesn't happen, but he has the power to do that, Biden, unfortunately. Julian Assange has been in a high-security London prison since 2019. Jesus. JB, that's right. Huge donor to the Democrats. The Dems. No way Snowden gets a pass after roughing off to Russia, says Adam. Oh, is he in Russia right now? Is that where he's held? I don't know where Snowden is. I like Snowden, though, personally. Hunter is in court right now. Oh, good. Smoking crack, driving 180 with a gun. That'll do it. Two-tier justice system. Yeah, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but the judicial system is compromised, fam. Don't you think Trump had pardoned Michael Cohen, this trial would have not happened? Is he the guy, was that the guy who allegedly paid the hush money for Trump? Let me know, John Love. I don't know for sure. He should have gone to China. China, eh? Nah. After living in China, it's not a place I would recommend to anyone. Democrats, JV. Democrats. It's got a certain ring to it. Now, yeah. Hey, JV, watching from Cornwall, England. Shout out Fairground. Appreciate you, broski. What it do? Yes, thank you. Just wanted clarity there. Okay. Hush money. Hunter is a nice combo. Like father, like son. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What are your thoughts on that?
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Womp. They not like us. In God we trust. In God we trust. Dems not like us. Dems had to get out of the jail free card. Word. Love your cat. Where'd you buy it? Random site. Maybe Etsy. ETSY. I think I just typed in Bitcoin hat. And probably a seller from Etsy came up. My guess. It's been years, so I don't remember. However, I do have a merch store, which can be found at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. And I have a variety of different Bitcoin hats, tank tops, jerseys, hoodies, you name it. So if you want to support the stream, check out the store and you might find something you like. Trump should get a refund for his hush money. I know. What the hell? So are you here to tell me if he would have not paid the hooker, her name's Stormy Daniels, correct me if I'm wrong. This is not my expertise now. But if he wouldn't have paid the hooker the hush money, would he have not been indicted and charged with 30-something felonies? 34? Please answer that. Because he sounded like a good guy. He paid the hooker and then he got screwed. Does that make sense to you? You would think if you don't pay the hooker and then she proves you didn't pay me for my services, lock him up. He just screwed the hooker. But in his case, he's like, here, I want to make sure you get paid well. $400,000. I don't know. I'm just making up the number. I know it's a lot of money, but something like that. Here's $400,000. Shut the F up and leave me alone. Is that why he's going to jail? Now, I don't get it. Trump for president, Biden as modern day hero? Biden, eh? Trump should get a refund for... Yeah, exactly. Give him a refund, damn it. I bought the Satoshi shirt with the smiley face. Appreciate the support, Bone Daddy. Stormy Daniels was not hushed. Exactly. So apparently hush money don't work. So note to self, broskies. Do not give hush money to a hooker because she'll take your money and then she'll file a lawsuit against you claiming you paid her hush money. And then you'll go to jail and get a felony and she'll get more money from you. Doesn't make sense. He should have just said, I don't know this crazy girl. Never seen her before. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, broskies. I just don't get it. 400, how much? 430,000? 413,000. Was that it? He pays all his contractors. He seems like a stand-up man. Crazy. Trump wasn't with Stormy. He just wanted to blackmail him. That's even worse. Sad. Forces of evil, blackmail. What else is new? He would have been charged with not paying his hush money. Exactly. I'm not from the U.S., but I love Trump. I want him to win the election. We work for slave wages and pay taxes to keep all the bankers out of jail. Bitcoin will reveal all and keep us safe from the fraudsters. Preach! Well said, Molly. Respect. I called narc money. It's called narc money. Narcos. It's really not hush money. Apparently. I think it's better just not to use hookers at all. Man, and that's why we have smart women like Darth Melda in here, giving the broskies the best advice we could have ever heard of. Never use hookers at all. I'm very proud to say I've never dealt with a hooker. I will never deal with a hooker. And let this be a lesson to any of the broskies dealing with these hookers. You can't trust them. Whether you pay them the hush money or not, you're going to get a charge. Be careful out there, broskies. Hunter is the role model. Good Lord, don't say that. Sloppy Daniels. Is that the new Sloppy Seconds? Sloppy Daniels. According to data from June 3rd, an entity with 8 wallets created in 2013 moved 200 biddies, valued at $13.8 million after the funds remained untouched. For over, oh yeah, I did read about that, Mr. Bone Daddy. I heard he lost access, like he forgot his 12-word recovery seed, and then hackers helped him, I guess, access it. So kudos to him. Trump should have bought biddies instead. I know. What if he would have just put 400,000 into Bitcoin instead of into hush money? His investment would have turned out quite well. Right? What year was that? Wasn't this from something that allegedly occurred like 40 years ago? And how is that even possible? 30, 40 years later. Remember that one time when you were 17? It's like, huh? Stormy wanted to bribe him so she could retire. Now she's shaking her arse on a pole because she can't pay her bills. Exactly. Ladies of the night. You can't trust. I'm not going to repeat that word here on the tube. Stormy or Kathy without the glasses. Well, let me just say, Stormy is disgusting as a human being. And I think she's disgusting physically. I don't know the lady, but I've seen some random photos on X. And I just think she's a disgrace to humanity personally. So we're definitely going to go with Kathy on that one. Rudy. Should have paid her in the biddies. It is the new sloppy toppy, jalopy, grippy. Is this Grippy from Mississippi, like Caroline Ellison? Or is this Grippy from a different state? I'm curious. Someone is having a Lambo day. Hey, why not? Lambo day, every day. 10K Bitcoin for 2 pizzas nowadays. I don't know, dog. Yeah, the buck stops here. The buck stops here.
Moving fast, but you do your ass. Come on, lose your cash cause it's moving fast. Do your thing, let me do my thing.
Pump it up. Tell Larry Fink. Hit him up. I feel it more like a podcast. Hit the like button, guys. Cheers. Appreciate it. Sashant. I meant chores, damn it. I wouldn't touch Stormy with your bulge, JV. Okay. Thank you, Tony. 378 on X. I used to do chores. Didn't we all used to do chores? Jesus. And if you didn't do the chores, then what would happen? You get grounded. I'll take CW with or without the glasses for 500, please. Exactly, Melda. We'll all choose Kathy here on this one. No brainer. At least Kathy don't have the cooties. You can't say the same thing about Stormy. She probably has the cooties times 1,000. And when I say cooties, I mean cooties. Adult cooties, if you know what I mean. We're on the tube, so I digress. But forget a Lambo. I want a Cano Bulldog. Look it up, JB. Hopefully they make it. A Cano Bulldog, eh? They not like us. Shout out Sashant Kumar. Appreciate the sub, family. Where you tuned in from? Are you in India? Looks like an Indian name. Let me know where you tuned in. Howdy from San Salvador. Shout out Julius. Appreciate you tuned in, fam. In the cycle, an average wage and tax slave will not be able to earn as much as the value of the increase of the Bitcoin offers. Tell them. Stormy cooties. Yeah, I'm bringing back cooties. If anyone has the cooties, I'm going to assume she has them. Allegedly, just so I don't get hit with a, you know what I mean? Allegedly, Stormy has the cooties. Stormy told me, I'll do anything if you can say it in 3 words. What? I said, paint my house. She walked away. Word. Just reached my goal of owning 0.1 Bitcoin. Massive congratulations on the real to Chris FPV. That's massive, brother. Continue your journey. You're 1/10 of the way to becoming a whole coiner. Very well done. That's a first milestone for any Bitcoiner. So I appreciate you, Chris. Thanks for sharing the good news. JB does not sweat for Stormy. Hell no. How about we don't sweat for any hookers? Like, is that like, I don't even understand the concept of like why men want hookers. Because what about body count? Do we not consider body counts? I'm going to assume hookers have hundreds, if not thousands of bodies. Thousands. Why would someone pay money to be with a woman who has slept with hundreds, if not thousands of men. I don't understand the logic in that. Like, it seems like it's in reverse. I think the women or prostitutes with the cooties, like Stormy, allegedly, they should have paid Trump millions of dollars for his attention, let alone a man paying a woman. It just don't make sense to me. But that's how backwards our world is. Like, men will actually pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to be with a woman who has slept with thousands of men. I don't get it. What am I missing? Maybe I'm old school. I don't know. I just don't get it. We've all got the cooties now. Damn it. Yeah, that's the problem. Probably for the ease and desperation. And what's ironic, didn't he do that after a year of being married? And it's not like he married an ugly woman. Like, Trump's wife is considered very attractive, and especially for his age. And he slept with a woman allegedly with the cooties, who's disgusting, who has a crazy body count, and he could have just had sex with his wife? I mean, I don't know. I'll never understand it. Stormy's odometer turned back. Oh, that's right. Just like a car, once you hit, like, what is it? 100,000 miles or a million miles, it resets the clock. I didn't understand. So Stormy did the same thing. Now it's making sense. So her body count reset back to zero after, the 10,000th man. Okay, now it's making sense. In the words of Charlie Sheen, you don't pay for the activity, you pay them to go away. Hence, hush money. I get it. Making sense. Sorry. Like a man who can put to down and attract women. There are some real lames out here. Word up, Jay. He didn't. She was after his money. Well, there you go. I don't think Trump ever admitted that they were together. He just paid her to shut the hell up because he knew she had ill intentions, is what you're saying. When I was 10, all I wanted for Christmas was a BB gun. I lived on a ranch too. Oh, remember the Christmas story? You'll shoot your eye out. Personally, I thought Trump could have upgraded all that wealth. I know. I think Stormy is a transvestite. I'm not surprised, Pam. I am not surprised. I would not touch Stormy with your Junkinator. Even Nipsey wouldn't allow Stormy to pet him. I'm going to vouch for Nipsey. He would not allow that. Shout out JV, Islet. Appreciate you tuned into the stream, fam. Here's what we're going to do. Considering we've been streaming for 90 minutes, we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod. We'll continue with this body count talk and all this other adult stuff. And but it's going to be everywhere except YouTube. So if you're one of the 166 people on YouTube right now, head on over to Rumble, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. And if you're on X, you're good. If you're on Rumble, you're good. But if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the F off of this stream. Please go to Rumble, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, and let's continue with the uncensored version of the podcast, live and in the flesh. Let's go. Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah. There you go. She admitted in